Chapter 3: Geological Structure of Sussex. The investigation of the geological structure of this district is attended with considerable difficulty. The displacement and disintegration which some of the strata have sustained, the excess of soil and vegetation with which in many places their bassetting edges are covered at the line of junction, and the absence of sections in those situations where the relative position of the rocks is involved in obscurity, present numerous and, in some instances, insuperable obstacles to accurate examination. Under such circumstances, induction and analogy must supply the place of actual observation. But the relative position of the principal masses having been correctly ascertained, whatever errors may have originated from the causes alluded to are of minor importance, since they chiefly relate to the geographical extent of the strata, and cannot affect the geological deductions that may be drawn from these researches. For the information of the general reader, it may be necessary to observe that in Sussex, as in every other part of England, the strata maintain a certain order of superposition, and that however great the displacement or interruption they may have sustained, this order is never inverted. To illustrate this remark, we may observe that the blue chalk marl, which separates the grey chalk marl from the green sand at Hamsey, Ringmer, and Lawton, is altogether wanting at Eastbourne, and several other places. But in these instances, the grey chalk marl reposes immediately upon the green sand, the relative position of the masses remaining unaltered by the absence of the intervening deposit. The following arrangement of the strata of the southeastern division of Sussex is that which, after much reflection, I have been led to consider as agreeable to their natural order of succession. Order of superposition of the strata of the southeastern division of Sussex, commencing with the lowest and most ancient formation. Secondary formations. Green sand formations. Principal Division 1. Iron sand. Subdivisions. Sand and sandstone containing layers and concretions of iron stone. Localities: Fairlight Down, Danes Hill, Brightling Down, altitude 646 feet, Crowborough Beacon, 804 feet altitude, Witch Cross, Uckfield, Ashburnham, Ashdown Forest, etc. Shelly limestone alternating with beds of blue shale and clay, localities: Hastings, Archer's Wood, near Ashburnham, Rotherfield, Framfield, Isfield, etc. Coal and lignite, localities: Bexhill, Newark, Waldron. Subdivision 2. Tilgate Beds. Sandstone, limestone, and limestone slate, reposing on blue clay, localities: Crawley, Handcross, Cuckfield, Tilgate, etc. Principal Division 3. Weald or oak tree clay. Blue and lead-colored clay passing into marl, localities: throughout the Weald of Sussex. Petworth or Sussex marl. Petworth or Sussex marble, localities: Petworth, West Grinstead, Ditchling Common, Plumpton, Lawton. Principal Division 4. Green sand, containing thick beds and concretions of chert with veins of chalcedony, localities: Hashmere, Bexley Heath, Blackdown Hill, Tilvester Hill. White sand and sandstone, red sand and sandstone, localities: on the Broyle, near Ringmer, Ditchling, Norlington, etc. Green sand, localities: Broyle, Ringmer Park, Beechwood, near Offham. Passing into iron sand and containing concretions of iron stone, Localities Parnham Park, Danny, near Hurstper Point, alternating with and passing into soft gray sand. Localities Eastbourne. Formation 2, chalk formations. Principal Division 5, blue chalk marl, Malm rock, localities Western Sussex, near Bignor, blue chalk marl or gault, localities Ringmer, Lawton, Hamsey, etc. Principal Division 6, grey chalk marl, localities Hamsey, Stauncham, base of the Downs. Principal Division 7, lower chalk, with very few flints and harder than the upper chalk. Localities Sotherham forms the lower portion of the Downs. Principal Divisions 8, upper chalk, with numerous beds of flints. Localities the South Downs. Tertiary formations. Formation 3, formations above the chalk. Principal Division 9, Druid sandstone. Boulders on the summits, plains, and valleys of the chalk, and in diluvial beds. Localities Lewes Racecourse, summits and valleys of the Downs, Falmer, shingle bed at Brighton. Principal Division 10, plastic clay. Ferruginous breccia, with pebbles of a greenish color. Localities Chimpting Castle, Newhaven, etc. Various beds of sand, marl, and clay, and of gravel formed of rolled chalk flints. Localities Castle Hill, Newhaven. Principal Division 11, London clay. Clay containing fossils, the same with those of the Calcaire Grossier of Paris. Localities Bracklesham Bay. Calcareous sandstone containing green earth. Localities Bognor Rocks. Alluvial deposits. Formation 4, alluvial formations. Principal Division 12, diluvium. Calcareous rubble, beds of gravel and sand. Localities Brighton Cliffs. Chalk rubble and beds of ochraceous clay with slightly rolled chalk flints. Localities on the summits, slopes, and in the valleys of the Downs. Boulders of ferruginous breccia, Druid sandstone, etc. Localities Brighton Hills, hills near Piddinghoe. Clay, loam, and gravel containing bones of land quadrupeds. Localities near Brighton, Arundel, etc. Principal Division 13, alluvium. The effect of the causes still in action. Blue clay, silt, etc. Localities Lewes Levels. Tufaceous depositions. Localities Spring near Pounceford. Sand and comminuted shells drifted inland by winds from the seashore. Localities near Shoreham. The general inclination of the beds is towards the southeast. Consequently, a line drawn from the coast through the interior of the country would pass over the bassetting edges of the strata in regular succession. On the surface, the occurrence of a new formation is for the most part indicated by the intervention of a rivulet or valley, by a difference in the physical appearance of the country, and a corresponding change in the nature of the soil and its productions. On the annexed map, I have delineated the outcrop, or geographical extent of the strata, with as much accuracy and detail as my time and opportunities for examination would permit, and have subjoined a section of the country from Castle Hill, near Newhaven, to Little Horsted, which, with but one exception, comprehends the entire series of the Sussex formations. The plan of the stratification, Table 3, Figure 1, is merely ideal and intended to illustrate the arrangement of the beds and convey a general idea of the geological structure of the district. I shall now proceed to describe the strata according to their natural order of succession, beginning with the lowest or most ancient deposit.